Hello everyone, my name is Zach Deloach. I'm the Safety and Compliance Manager for Pac-Van. Today we'll be discussing machine guarding and tools. The purpose of this program is to inform employees of the dangers associated with the machinery, tools, and equipment that they will encounter in the workplace and to ensure that they are trained to safely use and handle these items. This program applies to all employees who work with or near machinery, tools, and equipment. I am responsible for creating and maintaining this program. Branch and fleet managers are responsible for providing you with this training, ensuring all guards are present, and making sure that all tools are being used properly. You are responsible for understanding this training, reading the Pac-Van Machine Guarding and Tools program, and adhering to all policies and regulations. First and foremost, any unit that is defective, damaged, or otherwise unsafe should be placed out of service immediately. All machinery, tools, and equipment must be maintained in a safe working condition at all times. This includes the presence of guards if the unit requires them. For example, a table saw comes equipped with a guard that covers the blade in order to protect the user. This manufacturer-installed guard should never be removed. Operating a tool without a required guard creates a risk of injury to the employee and is in violation of Pac-Van policy and federal regulation. Guards are in place to prevent accidental contact with moving parts that could cause injury. Guards should be securely attached to the unit and present at all times. The guard itself should not create an additional hazard. If you feel that a guard is creating an additional hazard, you should bring it to the attention of your supervisor or the safety department. Whenever new equipment is installed or existing equipment is relocated, the branch or fleet manager must be involved in the process from start to finish. Only qualified personnel may install or remove equipment. These qualified personnel must set the equipment up within manufacturer guidelines. Any equipment that is designed to be used in a fixed location, such as drill presses and bench grinders, should be anchored down. All involved personnel must agree that the equipment meets all expectations and is set up in a way that will not create any additional hazards. Once the unit is installed, the branch or fleet manager must inspect the equipment to ensure it is safe for operation before it can be placed into service. These are general guidelines that must be applied to all types of machinery, equipment, and tools. Before beginning work, ensure that the workspace around you is clear. Cluttered workplaces lead to accidents. Ensure that the tool you have chosen is the correct one for the job. Inspect the tool to ensure it is in safe working condition and that all guards are present. Finally, ensure that you are wearing all the required PPE for the job you're going to perform. If you become distracted while working, immediately stop what you're doing. Trying to split your attention from the job at hand leads to accidents. If the tool malfunctions, immediately stop work and place it out of service. Inform your supervisor so that they can coordinate repair or replacement. After you finish the task, perform any routine maintenance, such as oiling the tool, sharpening the blade, or cleaning off the tool. Neatly store the tool away so that no damage occurs and the work area remains clear. Hand tools with jaws should not be sprung to the point of slippage. Impact tools, such as hammers, should not have mushroomed heads. All handles should be free of splinters, cracks, and looseness. Regardless of type, all hand tools should be safe to use. Electric power tools must be double insulated or have a grounding pin. Tools should never be carried by the cord. When not in use, corded tools should be unplugged. Battery-operated tools should have the battery removed or the locking switch engaged to prevent accidental operation. Powder-actuated tools, such as ram sets or Hilti guns, should be operated only by experienced employees who have been trained in their safe use. They must be tested daily according to manufacturer specifications. These tools should only be loaded immediately before firing and never left unattended. Users should never point these tools at themselves or others, even if they are empty. Never use these tools on very hard or very brittle material, or in an explosive or flammable area, as this can lead to severe injury. Abrasive wheels and tools, such as benchtop or angle grinders, require careful inspection before use. The spacing between the work rest and the wheel on a benchtop grinder should not exceed 1/8 of an inch. The spacing between the tongue guard and the wheel should not exceed 1/4 of an inch. These guards are in place to protect the user in case of a breaking disc. Before using an abrasive wheel, it should be visually inspected for any cracks or defects. Damaged discs should be disposed of immediately. These discs should also be ring checked. If you gently tap the disc with a non-metallic instrument, such as the plastic base of a screwdriver, you should hear a clear metallic ringing sound. If no ringing sound can be heard, this indicates that there's a crack in the disc and it should not be used. Wheels must fit onto the spindle without excessive force. You should never have to physically force a wheel onto the spindle. When tightening the spindle nut, go just far enough to hold the wheel into place. Never over-tighten the spindle nut. Jacks, regardless of type, must have their capacity clearly marked. This load capacity should never be exceeded. Once a load has been raised, it should be immediately blocked or cribbed. Employees should never place any part of themselves beneath the suspended load. Jacks should be lubricated and maintained as necessary per manufacturer recommendations. All employees should visually inspect machinery, tools, and equipment prior to each use. Branch and fleet managers should inspect during their quarterly branch audit. The safety department will inspect each item during their annual inspection. The bottom line is that all machinery, equipment, and tools should be inspected prior to each use. Items that fail inspection should be placed immediately out of service, and your supervisor should be notified to arrange repair or replacement. All guards must be present at all times. Employees should use the right tool for the job in the right way every time. For assistance with any non-routine tasks, contact the safety department for assistance analyzing hazards and creating a safe work procedure. This program is not intended to be all-inclusive. Employees should read the Machine Guarding and Tools Safety Program in its entirety before submitting their training acknowledgement form. Any questions or comments concerning this program should be directed to your supervisor or myself at the contact information on your screen. Thank you for your time and stay safe.